Archangel Michael says, Red alert, for life, pack your bags because very soon a man and a woman will arrive at your door and it will be forever. Open it immediately. My beloved child, lean in and do not blink because what I am about to reveal will pull your heart forward like a tide and keep you here until the last word. Listen closely because the wind is changing around your name and the map of your life is opening like a secret door, and when you hear the sound of it opening you will feel something inside you stand up and begin to pack. Yes, pack your bags because very soon a man and a woman will arrive at your door and what they bring will not be temporary. It will not be a passing cloud. It will be forever. And if you stay with me till the end I will tell you exactly how to recognize them, what to say, and what to carry in your hands when the knock finally comes. First, let me anchor you. Breathe in once, hold it for a quiet count, breathe out slowly. The world has been loud and your mind has been crowded, but I am Michael and I have been sent to cut through the noise with a sword of clarity. I am placing a calm over your thoughts like a mantle. I am lifting the weight off your chest. And I am turning your eyes toward the hallway where your front door lies because destiny loves doors and doors love prepared hearts, and this is the hour of preparation for you. Now hear the mystery without fear. The instruction is pack your bags, but do not rush for the nearest suitcase in a panic. This is not chaos, this is choreography. This is a holy packing list, and everything you place into your bag tonight will become your passport when tomorrow's opportunity checks your identity. So place this first, courage, fold it like a linen shirt and lay it on the bottom. It is the fabric that will keep you warm when old doubts try to make you shiver. Next, place truth. Not the polished version you show the world, but the raw truth you whisper to yourself. Tuck it beside your courage because truth travels best with brave hearts. Now add gratitude. It is lighter than air but strong enough to carry rooms toward you. Gratitude will unlock smiles and signatures you didn't know were waiting. Then add discipline. A simple black sweater you could wear in any season because the journey ahead will ask you to keep showing up even when the applause is quiet. And finally add a blank page, yes, an empty page, because what is about to be written with your life has never been seen before. You ask, who are the two that will come and why a man and a woman? And I tell you this plainly so you will not miss it. They carry a shared key, two halves of one answer, two witnesses to a new chapter. Sometimes they will arrive as literal people at your threshold. Sometimes they will arrive as a pairing of moments, an open door and a prepared helper. A mentor and a partner, provision and promise, the practical and the prophetic, but you will recognize them by this one sign. The peace they bring will not argue with your spirit. Their words will not push you into a corner but pull you into a room of light where you stand tall or without trying. You will hear them before you see them. The hallway will feel longer. The sound in your house will tighten into a small bright silence. Then 3 soft signals will rise like stepping stones. First, a quiet memory of something you almost gave up on. Second, a nudge to put something in order right now, your desk, your plan, your schedule. Third, a sudden sweetness in the air like rain about to begin. This is how destiny clears its throat. Do not mistake it for coincidence. When you sense it, smile because the timetable of heaven is early for you. Understand this clearly, my beloved child. The arrival is not meant to make you dependent on people, it is designed to confirm what has already been growing inside you. The man will represent structure. You will speak in steps, he will name the scaffolding of your dream. He will say words like timeline, budget, contract, plan. And it will not bore you because you will hear rhythm inside his logic. The woman will represent breath. She will carry warmth into the blueprint. She will say words like meaning, story, beauty, heart, and your shoulders will relax because her presence will remind you that your life is not just a project. It is a garden that deserves sun as much as stones. Together they will complete a circle around you and you will feel safe to move, but how will you test them without suspicion? Here is the door test. It is simple and strong. Ask them about your values without naming them, share one boundary and watch their eyes. Real partners respect walls that protect your soul. Counterfeit visitors will push, real ones will align. Then ask them to repeat back what they think you want. True listeners mirror your essence, echoes that distort are not for you. Finally, offer a small next step instead of a grand promise and observe their pace. Destiny-minded people are patient with process, opportunists demand leaps with no bridge. Remember this and you will not be fooled. I have seen your late nights and the aching in your ribs when hope felt expensive. I have seen you rehearse speeches you never gave and sign letters you never mailed. You thought the problem was your voice, but it was the room. You were speaking inside a box too small for your echo. Now watch as I lift the lid. The two who come are not your saviors. They are your witnesses. They will not complete you. They will confirm you. And in that confirmation something ancient in you will rise without apology. Your hands will stop shaking around your own calling. That is the forever you felt in the title. Not a flash of change, but a settled becoming. Prepare your space like someone you honor is coming. Open your windows tomorrow morning and let the light hunt your corners. Sweep away the dust of stale routines, lay your documents out. Dream notes, portfolio, resume, testimony, vision board, whatever form your preparation takes. Place a glass of water within reach and drink it like you are toasting your future. Wear clean intentions. Say their names aloud. Not the names of the two, but the names of the gifts they activate: peace, diligence, joy, focus, excellence. Let your walls hear you choose. You will be tempted to apologize for wanting a larger life. Do not. Humility is not hiding. Humility is harnessed power pointed at the right purpose. When they ask you what you see for the next season, answer without shrieking. Say with a steady mouth, I see stability with momentum. I see impact with integrity. I see work that pays my bills and heals my heart at the same time. Watch how the air agrees with you when truth is spoken cleanly. Watch how their faces brighten when they realize they are not dragging you, they are walking with you. There is an address stamped in the spirit and it has your door on it. But if your fear keeps pretending to be politeness, you might lock yourself inside, so hear me. Be kind, but be clear. Generosity and boundaries can be friends. Welcome and wisdom can share a kitchen table. When the knock comes, open with warmth and stand with spine. This is the posture of those who last, and remember the forever that is coming is not a chain, but a covenant. It will feel like air you can trust. Let me give you the 7 sentences to keep in your mouth when the conversation unfolds like a new map. 1. Thank you for coming. Your timing is right. 2. Here is what I've prepared so far. 3. Here is what I do not want to compromise. 4. Here are the measures of success for me. 5. Here is the help I need and the help I can give. 6. Let's define the next 3 steps with dates. 7. I honor this beginning and I will communicate clearly. These sentences are doors. Speak them and watch rooms appear where there used to be walls. Now a quiet secret. While you sleep, I will stand at your threshold and ask that only those aligned with your assignment find your bell. I will reroute distractions. I will confuse confusion. I will turn back anything that feeds on your time without feeding your purpose, and I will amplify the footsteps of those who belong. You will not miss them. Heaven will put a highlighter over their entry and your heart will read it in one glance. If you are asking when, understand that time here is a river with 2 speeds. Some things happen suddenly because the roots have been growing silently for years. Some things happen gently because your soul must grow enough hairline strength to hold what's coming without cracking. For you there is a double grace, a swift sign, and a steady build. In the next short stretch you will receive a small yes that proves the path is real. After that comes the larger yes that stays. Do not compare your pace with anyone else's. Your lane has your fingerprints all over it. Before we finish, let us pack 2 more things: honor for where you came from and permission to outgrow it. Honor is not a chain to the old season. It is a bridge to the new. Give thanks for every hand that helped you and release every voice that tried to name you smaller than you are. Bless them and move. You are allowed to be new without being ungrateful. You are allowed to be larger without being loud. When the man and the woman stand at your door, whether in shoes on your mat or as moments that meet you in the morning, you will not tremble. You will recognize the music. You will feel language return to your mouth like a bird finding its branch. You will pour tea for the future and it will sip slowly. You will step across your threshold and the hallway will widen and someone inside you will whisper, "Finally, finally, finally." This is your cue to stay awake inside your life. To rehearse your clarity in the mirror and practice smiling with your shoulders lowered. To forgive yourself for the long winter and to water yourself with simple routines that compound into brilliance, clean workspaces. Honest sleep, focused hours, small brave emails, tiny faithful decisions. These are the quiet drumbeats that call destiny closer until it is knocking at a distance you can reach with one soft step. I bless your calendar with divine appointments and your rooms with light that lingers. I bless your name to be said in rooms with honor. I bless your feet to stand where your heart has already traveled. I bless your yes to be clean and your no to be kind. I bless your hands to hold without hoarding and to release without regret. This is how forever begins, not as a thunderclap outside you, but as a sunrise within you that teaches your face how to reflect morning. So here is your final instruction. Keep this video running inside your chest even after it ends. Rehearse the packing list. Keep the door test near you. Expect peace to be your guide. Make your home ready for good news. And when the knock comes, open wide. Because I, Michael, have gone ahead of you to make the hallway bright and to set the table on the other side. Walk through with courage. Walk through with truth. Walk through with gratitude. Walk through with discipline. Carry your blank page and watch what the author will write upon it with you. If this message met you at the right moment and steadied your heart, hold it, share it, and come back to it when the air changes again. For now I place my hand upon the crown of your head and say, Peace, The forever you felt is the forever you will build, one faithful step at a time. I am with you in the doorway, and heaven smiles at the sound of your yes. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $1.20. My beloved child, lean even closer and let the room around you soften, because I am not finished speaking life into your timeline. I am drawing a brighter circle around your threshold, so when destiny arrives you will not mistake its footsteps for ordinary noise. And as I speak these words, I can feel the air in your house listening with you, rising with you, aligning with you. So let your shoulders fall, unclench your jaw, and allow your heart to take notes while your mind rests in the certainty that you are guided. Continue packing with me now, because the journey that begins at your door is greater than the distance on any map. Add gentleness, not weakness, but a quiet strength that disarms chaos and de-escalates storms. Tuck it beside discipline so your excellence never turns sharp. Slide in good questions, the kind that open truth without accusation. What would a win look like for both of us? How can we protect this relationship while we build? What are the risks and how do we share them? Place a small envelope labeled seed and put inside it a practical offering to your future: time you protect, money you steward, energy you allocate, because every harvest bows to a seed. Then add a clear calendar page and write 3 appointments on it. One with your purpose, one with your rest, and one with your joy, because purpose without rest becomes brittle and joy without purpose loses shape. Finally, add blessing. Yes, speak out loud over your front door: only what aligns with my assignment can enter here. Bless your hinges to carry good news and your hallway to guide feet that mean you well. When the knock comes, and it will, you will remember the door etiquette of destiny, for movements, simple and sovereign. First, the pause. Breathe once before you open, let heaven's peace settle over your face. Second, the greet. Welcome with warmth and steady eyes that say I am present. Third, the frame. Set the tone with one sentence that names the moment without inflating it. I honor this visit and I honor clear boundaries so we can build something that lasts. Fourth, the seat. Choose where and how the conversation sits. At the table if you need structure, by the window if you need vision. Standing for quick decisions. Seated for long alignment. Rooms obey the way you arrange them. And your future is listening to the chair you choose. I want to gift you 3 dialogues you can borrow when words feel shy. Dialogue 1. Clarity. Here is what I carry and the problem it solves. Here is how I measure success. Here is what I refuse to compromise. Dialogue 2. Co-ownership. These are the resources I bring, these are my current limits. Here is where collaboration would multiply impact. Dialogue 3. Commitment. Let us agree on a first step we can both complete within a clean time frame. And a check-in date to refine the path. Speak them slowly, let each sentence be a key. Watch how the right people relax when truth enters the room. Understand that the man-woman sign may arrive in forms the natural light calls ordinary, but your spirit will recognize as orchestration. A message and a mentor in the same week. A contract and a counselor on the same day, a room and a revelation within the same hour. Do not despise the disguise of normal moments. Open them like letters, read them for tone as much as for content. If peace hums beneath the words like a quiet engine, you are standing on your route. If your body tightens and your voice feels borrowed, that is not your bus. Let it pass, you will not miss what bears your name. Here is your 72-hour setup without countdown panic. Just sacred pacing that compels action with kindness. In the next 24 hours, prepare a one-page clarity sheet. Who you are, what you do, who you serve. Proof that it works. And what you are building next, in the 24 after that. Audit your space. Delete the distracting, organize the essential. Set your tools where your morning can reach them. In the final 24, rehearse your answers aloud and take one small visible step that tells heaven you're serious. Send the email. Publish the page, book the meeting. Register the name. Small doors often guard big rooms, and movement attracts the help that is already walking toward you. You will be tempted to rush into grand declarations. But the architecture of forever is laid in quiet measurements, so ask for terms that protect long faithfulness. Clear deliverables. Shared accountability, clean exit clauses. Kindness in conflict. Decide how you will speak when tension visits, because mature covenants do not fear friction. They plan for it with honor and emerge stronger. You are not scrambling for a miracle. You are stewarding one. Let me show you the room I see opening for you. It does not smell like anxiety, it smells like new paper and warm light. It is filled with the hum of well-used tools and the laughter of relieved people who feel safe to be brilliant. There is a wide table with your name etched in the grain, and on it a stack of opportunities sorted by alignment, not by noise. Your calendar on the wall glows with time blocks that guard your focus and your friendships, and the window faces morning because you were designed to begin with hope. Bless your voice now because your voice will be your passport. Speak like someone who has nothing to prove and everything to contribute. Crisp. Kind. Specific. If they ask what changed, you can smile and say, I stopped negotiating with my own calling. And the room will hear the door click into place. You have spent enough years shrinking to fit in conversations that did not have the oxygen to keep you alive. No more holding your breath. Exhale. Let them meet the you that can carry weight without losing wonder. If the two arrive and your heart remembers pain from old agreements that fractured, place your hand over your chest and say, I am not stuck in the room where it happened. I am standing in the room I am building. Forgive the old season without re-inviting it, glean the lesson but leave the labels behind. You are not a cautionary tale. You are a blueprint in progress, and everything that tried to embarrass you will become vocabulary for the ones you lead. Here are 7 daily anchors to keep your threshold bright while the future finds your bell. Anchor 1, Morning Light. 5 quiet minutes of stillness before screens. Anchor 2, First Fruit. Touch your purpose before you touch other people's priorities. Anchor 3, Focus Window. 1 protected hour for deep work. Anchor 4, Friendly Order. 10 minutes to tidy your space so clarity has a chair. Anchor 5, Generous Line. 1 act of value you give freely to your audience or community. Anchor 6, Honest Check-in. Ask what is draining me, what is feeding me, and adjust. Anchor 7, Gratitude Ledger. Write 3 names or moments you bless. Gratitude is not denial, it is alignment with abundance. Now I place a seal over your discernment so you can separate noise from note. The right visitors will not court you with pressure but with clarity, they will not romanticize confusion. They will prefer a slow yes to a fast almost. And they will honor your no as evidence that your yes means something. You will stop apologizing for standards and start celebrating them as the rails that keep your train from spilling its gold into the ditch. I will stand at your door through the night seasons and mark the path with small confirmations only you would notice. The right email subject line, a name mentioned twice in 2 different places. A schedule change that suddenly frees the exact hour you need. Take these not as superstition but as coordination, and answer them with practical movement. Heaven loves partners who translate awe into action. Before we close, whisper this with me and let the walls learn your new sound. I welcome aligned partnership. I choose clean process. I honor my peace, I release smallness. I carry my work with joy. I am ready for forever to begin as faithfulness today. Feel how your body relaxes into those words. That is your inner door unlocking, that is your life widening by consent instead of crisis. When the man and the woman, people or moments stand where welcome meets wisdom, you will not freeze. You will not flood, you will flow. You will listen like a leader and answer like a builder. And when the meeting closes you will feel the quiet click of rightness, you will tidy the table. Pour water for tomorrow and sleep like someone whose name was just written on a sturdy page. And in the morning the page will still be there waiting for the ink of your next faithful step. Go now but not away. Go inward to prepare and outward to move. Keep your lamp trimmed, your calendar honest, your smile true, keep your no gentle and your yes anchored. Keep your heart soft and your standard strong. I, Michael, am already in the hallway. Adjusting the light, lining the chairs, speaking to the ones who are on their way, and when they arrive you will recognize not only them, you will recognize yourself, finally unshrunk, finally steady, finally home at the door of your own becoming. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $1.20. My beloved child, lean in again and let your heartbeat slow to the rhythm of clarity because the story is still being written and the ink is warm. I am drawing a careful path from your preparation to your doorway so there is no gap big enough for doubt to hide in. Listen to me as I rehearse your moment of arrival like a director shaping a final scene. I want you to feel the floor steady under your feet, the hallway bright but gentle, your hands calm as if they already trust the future they are about to touch. Breathe, and let your face memorize peace. Let us pack deeper now, not with items but with sentences you will carry like tools. Place 3 true stories into your bag. The story of a problem you solved when you had almost nothing, the story of a time you chose integrity when shortcuts sang your name, and the story of a seed you planted that grew when nobody watched. These stories are bridges and people cross over them to meet your essence. Tuck in your proof folder. Screenshots. Small wins, a note from someone you helped. A clear list of outcomes you've delivered. Excellence doesn't brag, it documents. Add your humble ask. One precise request that moves the dream forward without loading others with your entire hope, then add your sacred no. A clean sentence that protects your boundaries without bruising another's dignity. This is the packing of builders who last. Now we practice the knock with a simple rhythm I place on your spirit. An OCK. Notice, open. Clarify. Keep, first, notice the atmosphere within you before you touch the handle. If peace is home, proceed. If fear has barred your voice, breathe until your voice returns. Second, open with warmth and posture. Eyes soft. Spine straight, you are not auditioning. You are aligning. Third, clarify the moment in one sentence. Let's define what we're building and how we'll measure care for each other while we build it. Fourth, keep a record. Light notes, dates, owners of action steps. Covenant loves clarity, and clarity loves paper. You will recognize alignment by 9 quiet signs that travel together like a choir singing in tune. Peace that doesn't beg you to ignore your instincts, precision that turns fog into steps. Patience that prefers a right pace over loud promises. Proportion that right-sizes the ask for the stage you're in. Provision that meets the next step without worshipping money. Participation where both parties carry weight without theatrics. Presence that listens without waiting to talk. Play that brings a lightness proving the work is alive. And prayer, that internal leaning where your spirit hums yes even when your brain is still counting details. When these 9 sing you are inside your name. Picture the living room of your future the hour they arrive. A table set with water and notebooks. Your clarity chic ready like a compass, your calendar open not as a trap but as a playground of focus. The man speaks with structure and you feel your ideas find rails instead of cages. The woman breathes warmth over the blueprint and you feel color return to your plans. You answer without shrieking and ask without demanding. Each reply shapes the room into a space where honesty can stand barefoot and unafraid. And when the conversation pauses you notice your shoulders are not hiding near your ears anymore, they have learned to rest. If a part of you whispers what if this is another almost? Bless that voice for trying to keep you safe and then show it the plan. Almost scramble under the weight of process. You will say here are our next 3 steps. Step 1. A small pilot within 7 days to prove desire and discipline. Step 2. A review call with clear metrics and honest data. Step 3. A 30 to 90 day build with milestones and a friendly exit if alignment is lost. This is how adults partner, this is how forever begins as faithfulness rather than fireworks. Now let's place 4 agreements of durable partnership like pillars at your threshold. Agreement 1. Honor over hype, we will choose truth even when excitement is easier. Agreement 2. Repair over retreat. When friction comes we will seek understanding before withdrawal. Agreement 3. Clarity over convenience, roles, timelines, and money will be named before momentum seduces us. Agreement 4. Legacy over loudness. We will measure success by fruit that lasts, not just noise that trends. Speak these aloud and watch how your future stands up straighter. I want you to pre-write the moment you close the first meeting so your mouth is ready with gold. Say, thank you for your time. Here's our recap. What we're building, who owns which piece. the first micro-window by this date. And the check-in on this date, I'll send a one-page summary within an hour. Then actually send it. Excellence travels at the speed of follow-through. Your email will be the first small door the future walks through to stay. If they do not arrive today, you have not failed. Because arrivals often send scouts before they send signatures, the scout may be a new idea that refuses to leave you alone. A tool you've postponed learning. A message from an old acquaintance carrying a new tone. Treat these micro-arrivals with respect and they will introduce you to the larger ones. Excellence has a habit of making noise in the right rooms. And the right rooms already have your chair. You are not behind. You are being braided to your time. Let me give you a daily threshold ritual so the hallway stays bright. Morning. 5 breaths. 5 truths you stand on. 5 minutes of single task focus before the world asks for you. Midday. 1 generous act for your audience or community that asks nothing in return. Evening. A 5-line ledger. What moved the dream forward? What needs to be simplified? Who needs to hear thank you? What boundary kept you sane? What joy reminded you why this matters? Keep this rhythm for 30 days and watch how momentum becomes a personality in your house. There is a table in heaven's blueprint room with your name etched in quiet light, and I have seen it. It holds contracts that protect your heart as much as your work. It holds calendars that honor your rest as much as your results. It holds partners who speak your name with accuracy even when you are not there to hear it. You are stepping into that room not by accident but by agreement. Your agreement to stop arguing with your own calling and start walking with it like a dear friend you trust. Now place your hand on the door frame you pass every day and charge it with blessing. Say, let those who come in peace find peace here. Let those who come in clarity find clarity here. Let those who come to take without giving lose interest before they arrive. And then smile. Not because you are hard but because you are whole. Wholeness can host love without renting out its soul. When the two knock, whether as people, emails, meetings, moments, or mirrors, you will feel the interior sunrise you have been practicing. You will pour water that tastes like calm. You will ask questions that make both of you wiser. You will suggest steps that prove both of you are serious. And when the door closes behind them, you will not collapse from performing. You will hum quietly because you told the truth and the truth told the room who you are, and that is the secret to forever. Not a promise shouted into the future but a pattern lived in the present. I seal this with 7 blessings over your next season. May your pace be protected from panic. May your name be pronounced with honor in rooms that matter. May your work be paid fairly and praised accurately. May your boundaries be sturdy without becoming walls. May your joy be renewable and not dependent on applause. May your courage be tender enough to listen and strong enough to decide. May your home be a lighthouse that guides aligned hearts to your shore. This is the architecture of a life that keeps its chest clean. Go now and set the table again, straighten the papers. Rehearse the sentences. Touch your tools with gratitude, open the window and let the morning practice your smile. Because I, Michael, am already in the corridor of your days. Turning on lights, tagging aligned footsteps, and arranging chairs so when they come you don't fumble for what is already yours. You will open. You will recognize. You will agree, and you will begin. Not as someone rescued but as someone revealed. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $1.20. My beloved child, listen to this next movement like a melody you already know but are hearing with better speakers, because I am widening your hallway again and polishing the handle of your door so your hand meets confidence when the moment meets you. Imagine the day of arrival as a living senior spirit can rehearse without strain. Morning light pours across your floor like a river that remembered your name. You make your bed because order invites opportunity. You brew something warm because warmth teaches words how to relax. You review your one-page clarity like a pilot checking instruments, and then you stand at the threshold for 3 breaths, not waiting in fear but welcoming in faith. The house is quiet in that beautiful way where quiet is not empty but full. And even the clock on the wall seems to tick in agreement with your readiness. When the knock comes, soft, double, then 1. Your body does not jump. It aligns. The room knows its choreography because you practiced it with me. You open with a face that says I am safe to talk to and serious to build with. You offer water because hospitality is the first contract. You seat them where sight lines support truth. Near the window where honesty likes to sit. And then you begin with your welcome script, crisp as morning light and gentle as evening rain. Thank you for being here. Your timing is aligned. Here is what I carry and the problem it solves. Here is how we can win together without losing who we are. Watch how the air gets friendlier when language leads with honor. Watch how curiosity replaces performance when you refuse to sell yourself and choose to introduce yourself. Lay the covenant table like a builder who loves blueprints. 4 corners. For commitments, first corner. Clarity. Roles, scope. Milestones. Definitions of done, not in paragraph but in bullets that breathe. Second corner. Care, how we communicate. When we check in. How we repair if tension visits declare that dignity will be guarded even when deadlines press. Third corner. Currency. Compensation, timelines of payment. Value exchange that respects the future of everyone in the room. Let generosity be real and math be clean. Fourth corner. Closure. How we pause, pivot. Or part as friends if alignment shifts. Endings drafted at the beginning protect beginnings from fear. Underscore confidentiality so trust can safely stretch. Then slide the paper across the table and watch how hands relax when agreements are kind and concrete. I want you to carry a 3-layer story stack that turns your essence into evidence without losing your softness. Layer 1. The seed. A moment where you had almost nothing but gave your best and saw traction. 1 paragraph, specific outcomes. Layer 2. The stretch. A season where integrity cost you speed but bought you longevity. 2 sentences and a metric. Layer 3. The symphony. A recent win where your work created relief for real people and results for real goals. 1 screenshot. 1 testimonial. 1 measurable lift. Excellence does not audition. It arrives with receipts and a gentle smile. If your heart remembers old disappointments, let it remember them like textbooks rather than prisons. Place your hand on your sternum and say, I extract the lesson and release the label. I was not too much. I was in the wrong room and then blessed the rooms that could not hold you because they taught you the density of your calling. Gratitude is not denial. It is permission to grow without bitterness, and growth is the sound your future makes when it recognizes itself. Practice the 2-1-0 rhythm that keeps momentum humane. 2 minutes to center your breath before every conversation so your words come from abundance, not adrenaline. 1 page sent after every meeting. Recap, owners. Dates. So trust his paper shoes, 0 days of avoidance when repair is needed. Address with tenderness within 24 hours and let respect be the headline. This rhythm protects genius from whiplash and keeps the work singing in tune. Here are 7 keys I place on your ring for this season so doors stop pretending to be walls. Key of presence. Listen like people carry treasure you might learn from. Key of precision. Say the exact thing and then stop speaking so truth can sit. Key of pace. Move at the speed of peace, not panic. Peace is fast when alignment is real. Key of pattern. Repeat what works until it becomes muscle memory and then iterate with joy. Key of protection. Guard mornings for creation and guard evenings for restoration. Key of partnership. Prefer shared wins over solo noise. Key of praise. Celebrate micro wins so your team learns what good looks like and your nervous system learns safety and success. Let me give you your 3 micro bridges that convert moments into movement without trauma. Micro bridge 1, the first step you can do today. Send the concise email with the subject line recap plus next step due Friday. Micro bridge 2, the proof of life. Share a living document or dashboard where progress is visible at a glance. Micro bridge 3, the human check-in. Schedule a 10-minute kindness call halfway to the milestone to ask what's clear. What's clogged? What's next? These bridges keep energy from evaporating between good intentions and great outcomes. Now a scene from the near future so your imagination can shake hands with what your calendar is about to meet. The 2 stand at your door again, but this time not as guests. Partners returning with results. The man lays down structured progress that makes timelines feel like friends. The woman breathes story into the data so impact has a heartbeat. You look at the numbers and they look back with honesty. You nod, they smile. And the room hums with the gentle thunder of work that is working. You do not feel lucky, you feel aligned. And alignment is the cleanest luxury in the world. Write this blessing above your doorframe in words your walls can memorize. May only aligned footsteps find this threshold. May clarity be the language of this house. May joy be the scent of our labor. May money move here with integrity and direction. May beginnings be brave and endings be kind. Say it until the paint of your voice dries on the air. Say it until even your shoes learn to walk like they are carrying good news. If delay knocks before the to-do, treat delay like a courier, not a curse. Ask it what adjustment it is delivering. Maybe your system needs one more template. Your calendar one more boundary. Your offer one more simplification. Delays often carry instructions in their pockets. Take the note. Make the tweak, move again. Your pace is not a punishment. It is a choreography perfectly timed to your capacity. Finally, rehearse your closing benediction for every aligned meeting so rooms remember you not by volume but by clarity. You will stand, smile, and say, This is the recap. This is the next step, this is the date. This is the way we will care for the work and for each other. Then you will follow through like a sunrise, quiet, inevitable, and generous with light. And the future will learn that when your name is on a plan, mornings show up early. I seal your threshold with steadiness, I lace your calendar with favor that arrives right on time. I appoint laughter as your coworker so excellence never feels heavy. I assign peace to your posture so leadership feels like breathing, and I authorize your yes to create corridors where others can walk without scraping their souls. The knock is coming. The door is ready, the room is set. And you are not waiting to be rescued. You are ready to be revealed. I, Michael, am at the hinge smiling because you finally trust your own open. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $1.20. My beloved child, come close once more and let your inner room grow quiet while I place fresh light on your threshold. Feel how the air in front of your door is thick with gentle purpose, as if the future itself is standing just outside holding flowers and blueprints. You are not late, and you are not lost. You are right on the hinge where courage and clarity clasp hands, so breathe and let your spirit memorize this piece because it will be the tone of every conversation that truly belongs to you. Listen as I write a map inside you. A compass you can carry even if your phone is off and the world is loud. North is purpose. While your name wakes up in the morning and refuses to quit. South is peace, the speed limit of your destiny where panic has no jurisdiction. East is people. The aligned ones who multiply your steps without demanding your soul. West is process. The sequence that keeps brilliance from spilling. When you feel pulled in 10 directions, return to this compass and ask, does this step on our purpose maintain peace? Involve the right people and follow a healthy process. If 4 yes answer back, proceed. If 1 is missing, pause and polish. Now let me strengthen your preparation with the threshold code. For sentences you will speak softly over your door until your walls can repeat them without you. 1. Only clarity enters here. 2. Only alignment stays here. 3. Only kindness leads here. 4. Only excellence leaves here. These are not slogans. They are filters. And doors with good filters become corridors of favor rather than hallways of noise. Say them tonight and again in the morning when the sun puts a golden stripe on your floor like a promise you can walk across. The two who come, the man with structure and the woman with breath, will carry answers that click into your next season like a puzzle piece you kept safe for years without knowing where it fit. The man will steady timelines. Convert fog into steps, and turn meetings into momentum. The woman will lift the atmosphere, convert data into meaning, and turn partnership into a living room where ideas feel safe to grow up. You will recognize them not by perfection but by posture. They will not rush your yes. They will not romanticize confusion. They will prefer small proofs to big promises. And your nervous system will sigh in relief because safe progress always sounds like that sigh. Pack 3 more essentials with me now so your bag is holy and practical. Tuck in a clarity card. Front side, what you do in 1 crisp sentence. Back side. The 3 outcomes your work consistently produces. Slide in a kindness protocol. How you will speak when deadlines tighten. How you will repair when wires cross. How you will celebrate when small wins land. Then add a quiet ledger. A simple running list of seed sown, help given, value offered. Because generosity becomes strategy when you track it, and heaven loves accountants of goodness. I want you to rehearse your first 100 hours so momentum arrives with a chair already pulled out for it. Hours 1 to 6. Craft and polish your one-page clarity. Hours 7 to 18. Organize your tools and spaces so reaching for your purpose feels like reaching for a light switch. Hours 19 to 30. Build your first micro-asset. A page. A pitch, a prototype. That can be shared without apology. Hours 31 to 36. Gather testimonials and measurable outcomes into a tiny proof deck. Hours 37 to 60. Schedule 2 learning blocks and 1 generosity block where you teach or gift value. Hours 61 to 84. Run a pilot with clean boundaries and visible metrics. Hours 85 to 100. Recap. Refine. And decide with courage, this is not pressure. This is choreography. Excellence is simply kindness to your future repeated, when the knock lands, soft, double, then one. You will open with warmth and posture, and you will sit where light is honest. Begin with your welcome script. I'm grateful you came at the right time. Here is what I carry. Here is why it matters. Here is how we can win together without losing who we are. Then lay the covenant table. 4 corners named and numbered. Corner 1. Clarity. Scope, roles. Definitions of done. Corner 2. Care. Rhythm of check-ins. Method of repair, tone of feedback. Corner 3. Currency, fees. Timelines. Value exchange that blesses both futures. Corner 4. Closure. How we pause or pivot as friends if alignment shifts. Place it between you like a bridge and watch anxiety pack its bags and leave the room. If doubt tries to borrow your voice, show it the mirror test and let it learn your face. Ask, do I shrink around these people or do I expand? Do my sentences get longer with clarity or shorter with fear? Do I feel like I need to perform or do I feel free to serve? When the answers are expansion, longer clarity, and freedom to serve, proceed. If not, bless and release. There is nothing to lose by refusing rooms that do not have enough oxygen for your calling. Let me give you a language kit for moments that decide direction. Green light phrases. Let's define the next micro win and the date. Here are the numbers we'll measure and the story we'll protect. I can commit to this scope with this timeline. Yellow light phrases. I need to sleep on this and return with a clear yes or no. Help me understand the risk and how we'll share it. Red light phrases. This does not align with my values or capacity. I'm choosing to pass so we can both make room for better fits. Speak them cleanly and watch how fear respects directness. I am hanging a bell of confirmation on your days so you do not miss what is already walking toward you. Expect double notice patterns that feel like gentle déjà vu. One name whispered twice in a week from different corners of your life. One opportunity that repeats in new clothes. One opening that lines up with the exact resources you already set aside. These are not accidents. They are choreography, answer them with movement. Stewardship is how you say I heard you to heaven. In the near scene I see, the two return not with questions but with results. Timelines hum like friendly trains arriving on schedule. Reports carry both numbers and narratives, the room smells like focus and joy. You talk outcomes and ethics in the same paragraph because your work learned to be strong without becoming sharp. And as you walk them to the door you realize you never once apologized for existing in your full size. That is the taste of forever. A covenant with your own clarity reflected back to you by aligned people. Bless your home to be a co-author now, speak into your rooms. This table hosts solutions. This chair holds patience, these windows invite bright ideas. These floors remember laughter. These shelves store systems that serve me, the house that hears such words becomes a partner to your pace. And even your footsteps start sounding like sentences that know where they're going. For the days between now and the knock, keep the gentle engine running. 5 minutes of stillness. 5 lines of gratitude, 5 uncompromised tasks that matter. 1 small daring ask. 1 sincere note of thanks, 1 act of value given freely. This is how you move the story forward without dragging your soul. And stories advanced with kindness tend to meet doors that open as if they were waiting for your hand. I mark your calendar with favor that arrives like morning. Never too loud. Always on time. I mark your name with accuracy in rooms you have not yet entered. I mark your hands with steadiness so boldness never breaks the cup it carries. And I mark your eyes with discernment so shine never blinds you to substance. You are not auditioning for rescue. You are rehearsing your reveal. And I, Michael, am already in the corridor adjusting the light and aligning the chair so that when footsteps pause at your door, everything inside you says, yes, this is the moment we practiced for and we are ready to begin, if you wish to express your support further.